growing up in my younger years, I lived in an unchurched family. And then when I was in my young teens, we were introduced to, my brothers and sisters and I were introduced to the Lord. And in a way that was like unfulfilling, very, we just got pieces of God, you know, just got pieces of what I felt was real. And then everything else that came along with it was kind of destructive and a lie, and I knew that. And so I struggled a lot in my teen years and in my adult years with the difference between what I was introduced to, what God to be, and what I felt, the pieces that I got that felt real. And so I've always been on a journey to find what was real. And I knew that God was love, and that was what was real. And I knew in my heart that I wanted that love, and I needed that love. At a spot about 4 years ago, I was looking for a church, and I had been to a couple different churches here in Anderson, one that I'd grown up in, or that I'd went to in my teenage years, and wasn't comfortable there as an adult. And so just was at a tanning bed one day and having a conversation with someone I knew, and he said, come out and check out the bridge. And I was single mother with 2 kids, and showed up one day by myself. And I walked in, and there was Rick Davidson, and I went to school with Rick, and so I immediately was like, this is cool, you know, this is awesome. I knew someone. And the first time I came, I felt it. I felt the real. I instantly felt the real that I knew God to be, and the love and the acceptance. And so I just kept coming back and got hungry for more of what I was feeling at the bridge.
I grew up churched, but I tell you, my church experiences were really superficial, I guess is a good way to put it. The church I went to was a very liturgical or scripted service. And so I think that's how I had a relationship with God. It was just very scripted. And it didn't seem to be as deep or as meaningful that I really wanted. And so after a period of time and during my young adult life, I just kind of faded away and quit going to church. And now that I've found the bridge, it's just been something that's been very meaningful and deep and real, more so than I've ever been able to experience before. When I was out of church, I always knew God was there, but I just kept him at a distance, like I was hiding from him. You know, and when you do that, terrible things start to happen in your life. I experienced divorce. I experienced difficulty at my workplace. I've experienced health problems, stress that I never thought I would have to deal with, conflict within my family, and I think it's just because I was kind of lost and not walking step in step with God. Instead, I just thought, hey, he's behind me, and really he's, you know, to find out now, God really leads the way.
The bridge has given me a family. The bridge has given me a family that I've never had. People that love me unconditionally, people that put up with me, that tell me they love me, people that show me they love me, people that let me love them. And it's beautiful. There's an honesty and an unconditional, I'm always going to love you, that's here, that I've never had in my life. And so not only do I call the Bridge my home church, but it's my family.
Yeah, I had been a couple times before I knew you came to the Bridge, but we had decided to date before each of us knew we came to the Bridge. Yeah. And so things just started falling into place, and it just was.
And then we dated for several months, and Chris married us.
This family, the Bridge, that has just really filled this huge gap in my life spiritually. But I've been blessed with a family, a beautiful wife, and a beautiful daughter that I never thought I would ever get to share.